Hi, and welcome to my new series, Unpopular Opinions, where we try and convince other content creators on our unpopular opinions and try and make them popular opinions. If there's anything you want to see discussed in this series, let me know in the comments, and also let me know if you agree with us or not. In the meantime, guys, don't forget to hit a like on the video, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the video. Most G1 cores are trash. And this is actually Freezius's opinion. Uh, so yeah, Freezius, state your case for this. Then this is a bold statement.
So no, I mean, so here's the thing. So I was kind of prepared for this. I've actually got, I'm in my studio that I use for my live streams, and I've got you guys on one screen, and I've got the G1 cores on another, and I'm
He's
just
come
looking
prepped.
around, and so here's the thing. I go through events, and maybe every other event you go have a G1 core surprise, and you might go get the same 5 or 6 different ones over and over again. But then I start looking at it, and I just thought to myself that I don't use one of these, and here's the reason why. We all know that there are certain prime cores that we're going to use that are just these are must-haves for war, and there's 8 bots, like I already mentioned earlier. There's 8 bots, and there's a certain amount of bots you're gonna use. Like right now in the current meta, or with the last couple of metas, because the combiners have been powerful. I've been using Nexus Prime very heavily. I've been telling the streamers. I mean, I've been telling people on my stream to use Nexus Prime. So that's one by itself. You're gonna use Micronus. You're gonna go use Quintus. You're gonna use certain ones. So what I see with G1 cores is that it pulls you away from what you need to be doing for what's best for your team in a lot of cases. And it also, what I'm starting to see a pattern of, I think, and we were kind of talking about it earlier. We were talking about the new bot that's coming out to the endurance event. And it's like, hey, well, if you go get a G1 core for this, then this is going to be a good bot. We saw that with Knockout and Skids. Also, they say, hey, this G1 core is coming, and this Ability 11 is coming, and I think that kind of takes you away from some of the things that you were using with some of the prime cores, and so there's only a handful of them that I look at. So I'll give some examples. The Soundwave G1 core, while a great core, I'm only going to use on defense.
Mhm.
I think we can all agree that
Yeah.
he's good for us on offense as well. So when I look around, some of the better cores like Barricade Barricade and Drift's core is probably the only thing that makes him somewhat usable. But you're
I
not
was
putting him
gonna
on a war
say,
team.
no.
But you're not putting him on a war team. So I look around now. There's certain G1 cores that I got early, and I'm glad I got them early. Like when I go use let's see, I'm going through the list.
Well,
So like Nas G,
I was gonna
go
say,
ahead.
while you're looking through your list, so
Yeah.
I mean, Wozza, how many G1 cores currently would you be on your war team?
So I've got bot specific. So I've got Jetfire's bot specific core on mine. That's it really. What have you got in yours?
Hmm.
So right now I'm just rolling with Nor G1 and Laser Optimus, pretty much. But in the sort of the hangar, obviously just Hound, um, and Sunstreaker ready to kind of go for HQ18 kind of thing.
Hot
But
Rod's good. Hot Rod's a good G1.
if you have it,
Well, I do. What have you
see,
got on
this is
yours,
Mm-mm.
Breeze? What have you got G1 core on yours?
The
ten.
only G1 core that I have on my team is G1 Bro, which is Pearl for you guys.
Yeah.
That's the only one I have on my team right now, and I've got all of them except one. So that's the only one I got.
But is this a case of that G1 cores aren't trash? It's just prime cores are too good.
Well, I think you should be having a synergy. I don't think you're meant to have a team of 8 G1 bots, right? I think it's like
Mm-mm.
everything offers so much difference, right? Like, I mean, a G1 is just an amplified version of a EO, VM core, so forth, right? So they're your basic things that everyone has access to, and then squad cores, G1 prime cores kind of blend. And this game, I think this game's always been about the perfect blend and not having a generic all of the 8 same bots, right? It's why we can't have 2 or 3 of the same versions on the same shuttle. The game is designed to have diverse bots, cores, combats, and strategies. All right, that's why it's
Yeah.
so there's something for everyone. All right, but what I do hate is the chasing of a G1
Yeah.
in G Metal, and what it feels like some accounts are locked to certain G1 cores. And I'm like, come on, man, how many Silver Bolt G1s can I get? You know,
Yeah.
but I got to take a positive spin at it and go, you know what? It's just food. Just
Tex,
food.
to your point,
Uh,
that's where I came from when I made that question. That's where I was coming from, and I was like, it's been a couple of events where I'm like, why am I fighting for this? And then you got to go deal with all the other G1 cores that you're getting, and I'm just like, and you get some of them, and I think we do get locked to certain bots, certain G1 cores, certain things. But I'm like, why am I fighting for this? And this is the last prize in the event.
So is
you-
it more a case of that the G1 cores are trash because of how much you got to invest to get them for what you're getting out of it?
I I think no. Look, some of the G1s that say a 15.5% either health boost or a damage boost, and it's only 0.5 of a percent above a like EO core or VM core, right? It's only on certain bots. We're talking now the likes of Sunstreaker, Skids, Hound, Jazz, where you're into that 19.5%, right? Where it's a decent boost and it's worth chasing, right? Why would I chase a G1 specific core for 0.5% uptick? Yeah. And then to max that, I already, I'm sure many have max EO and VM cores lying around. Mate, 15% is pretty much just going to do enough as 15.5%, right? There's no targets that are that much of a fine line between one shot and not one shot. And especially now that we're going into 18, where one shots are even more being pushed away, right? We kind of that's why in the testing phase, the skids core, it originally came out at 15.5. Like, you know what? That's not good enough. The minimum standard now is 19.3%. You've set the bar before. There's no reason you can't add it to now. And that's what kind of make that core be on par with some of the bots that are still relevant at the higher levels now, right? And I just hate the concept of it is such a luck draw. But there's only, I don't know, maybe eight G1 cores that are good. The rest really are trash.
But the question was, all G1 cores are trash.
Oh,
Mm.
it's like a technicality on my question. All four.
The key word there is
See what he
all.
does? See?
So,
Overall, the question was overall, RG1 cores
alright,
trash.
okay, overall, okay. So what? So
Bro,
if we change it to
yeah,
most, then most G1 cores are trash, then I'm gonna get a thumbs up for that.
No,
yeah,
they definitely
absolutely.
trash.
I do, man. There should be more bang for your buck to when you finally land one, or it's like almost the concept of when you're um character shards. There should be like core shards, right? Like if
Mhm.
you've got X amount of gold G1 versions or whatever, you should be able to somehow
Raise the
get to
cap.
that G1, get to that G metal stage at some stage,
Oh,
right? I just
yeah,
don't
trade. Yeah, I don't think they'll
trade,
trade.
right?
I don't think they'll
No,
trade ever, but
no. But anyways,
live in hope.